It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Brandon Godd and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing him more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Howard. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
It's a game of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down, Freeman. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Now this one finds McConkey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Freeman. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading. It's out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bailey. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Operating from the gun. Freeman. Has his man. That's James.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Freeman going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, Morrison. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They'll run on first down. Morrison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Porter. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Newman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
How about this?
And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 27. Back to throw.
Freeman. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Howard.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Freeman. That's caught by Howard. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a game of 10. And the Commanders first down.
On first down, it's Morrison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A game of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Freeman. That one complete to McCarthy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw. Freeman. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most...
And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Offense.
The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 14.
Operating from the gun, Beach. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw, Beach. got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Beach. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Touchdown, Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Howard up the middle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Murphy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Beach over the middle, complete. That's Murphy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And the Commanders' first down.
Looking to throw. Beach. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a late 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And despite the turnovers, Charles, in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.